Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Danielle. Welcome, and in today's video we're going to be chit-chatting about how to stop worrying and surrendering it to God. So with that being said, if you're into fashion, faith, and femininity, this channel is for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. I would absolutely love to have you guys as part of the family, and don't forget to be a part of my email list. It will be linked down below so you guys can get notified the closer we get to launching my ministry. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright ladies, so the first step that we're going to be chit-chatting about is if we want God to do the supernatural, we have to do the natural. So with me talking about we have to do the natural is basically me saying to let go of whatever we are holding on to, let go of whatever we're worrying about, whatever we have anxiety about. Because we can't tell God, I need you to take my worry, I need you to take my anxiety, but I need you to make sure I pass this test, I've been worrying about this test. But we're holding on to whatever we're worried about like this, and we have such a tight grip that we aren't able to even give the worry to God. So how can God perform a miracle? How can God give us peace if we're not even willing to surrender our worries to Him? So my second, trusting in God. If you guys are familiar with the first book of Samuel, Samuel is a miracle because his mother Hannah had such a hard time conceiving. And Hannah would actually cry out to God and cry out and cry out. It was a constant want. Her want was almost a burden to her. So she constantly kept, Lord, bless me with a child, Lord, bless me with a child, Lord, like she was just constantly telling him. But it got to the point where she was so miserable because that's all she wanted that she finally said, I surrender to you. I'm giving you my desire to have a child. So with surrendering your worry means you have to change the way you think. So when you're worrying and you have anxiety, set your mind on what God has promised you. So when you feel like, I don't know how I'm going to finish school, I don't know how I'm going to start my business, I don't know how I'm going to get from point A to point B. If God told you, daughter, you are going to go from point A to point B, don't worry about how you're going to get there. He said you're going to get there. So just remember that that is the promise that God gave you. If you're worried about how you're going to get through college, but He said you're going to college, just sign up for those classes. God will take care of the rest. Just change the way you think. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but it's a constant battle. For me personally, it has been a constant battle. When I get a thought of, oh my goodness, Lord, I have my ministry work, I have my classes, I'm trying to juggle a social life and everything else. I'm trying to make time for things. I'm trying to make time for my ministry. I'm trying to go 100 miles per hour. But if God told me, you're going to school, Alexis, you're going into ministry. Start the ministry. Start the classes. Everything else in between, I am taking care of you. Those are the promises that God has given me. What are the promises that God has given you? Whatever those promises are that He has given you, whatever vision He has given you, lean into that. So when you get a thought of, I'm not good enough, I don't know how we're going to get there. You know what? No, God gave me the promise that we're going to get from point A to point B. Set your mind on the promises of God. Surround yourself with the things of God. So when I'm really struggling mentally or anything in my walk with Christ, I try to surrender myself with worship music. I take a deep dive in the Word of God. I even surround myself with Christian content, with Christian creators, with Christian YouTubers. Because while your mind and while the enemy is trying to tell you different, just surround yourself with that. Just surround yourself with Jesus. Everything Jesus. So moving on to remind yourself of the little things. Be grateful for, oh, it's actually really sunny out. A really bad relationship to this amazing place in life. Remember what God has done. That's why it's so important to write down all the little victories, because in the moment of doubt, in the moment of worry, in the moment of anxiety, look at the little things that God has done. And even instead of saying, well, God, you did that for that person, Why aren't you doing it for me? No, it's gonna be God did it for them. Imagine what he's gonna do for me. So in the midst of worrying and everything, remember God's promises. Surround yourself and immerse yourself in God. Remind yourself of the little things. Be grateful. And a verse that I've been holding on for dear life this week when I've just been so overwhelmed with things is Romans 12:12. Let me read that for you. And Romans 12:12 says, "Be happy in your confidence, be patient in trouble, and pray continuously." In the midst of getting this ministry up from the ground and going to school and doing my YouTube, just yesterday when I was taking my test, I was like, I am the daughter of the one true King. He will give me strength. He will get me through this. He will give me strength. And it was just something that I repeatedly have to tell myself. I would whisper under my breath. My very last tip is I pray for peace. And I just say, God, give me a hug of peace. Just overwhelm me. Wrap your arms around me and give me overwhelming peace. So we are at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button right there. It would mean the absolute world. And don't forget to sign up for my email list. We will get a lot more content about launching my ministry in the next couple of weeks. So with that being said, I love you guys. Bye.